drive to highlighted route.
Hi guys, it's me, the float plane mechanic. It's the weekend, and through referrals I was told that there's a really nice space museum in here by the name of Cosmosphere. Now, it's like 60 miles north of Wichita, in a small town called Hutchinson. Now I'm driving towards this. I'm 64 kilometers away from Hutchinson right now. It's like a 45-minute to 50-minute drive up north from Wichita. So I'm going towards there to see how exciting this place is, and I'm yet to hear something bad somebody saying about that place, and everybody was quite amazed. So I'm curious. I need to find out what this place is like. So let me take you up north to Hutchinson, to Cosmosphere. You can most definitely see what I'm talking about. It's got that rocket right there, and it's a space-themed museum. That's what they say it is. So let me go inside and check out. I'll get my gear ready now.
How's that?
Good, is that sir?
Need a picture of yourself up there?
Yeah, I'm having a video rolling.
Oh, okay. Oh, am I in your way?
No, don't worry. You're good. Did you see this? That's an SR-71 Speedbird. Look how cool that is. Oh my goodness.
That's why it'll never work. You'll have me suicidal, and you say it's over. Damn, all these beautiful girls, they only wanna do you dirt. They'll have you suicidal, and they say it's over. See, it started at the park, used to chill after dark. Ooh, and you took my heart, that's when we fell apart. That's we both thought that love lasts forever. They say we too young to get ourselves sprung. Ooh, we didn't care, we made it very clear. And they also said that we couldn't last together. See, it's very defined, you're one of a...
So I just met a gentleman outside, and he very clearly explained to me that most of the stuff in here are movie props, which is kind of cool. It gives you like the actual feel of it. Let's go find out. This section is basically dedicated for the SR-71. What do you call it? The Blackbird? Yeah, but it's got the ejection seats and the seats. And what they're trying to tell here basically is it's a lot of space technology that's gone into this aircraft back in the 70s. And they're talking about fuel leaks on ground, which they line up in air so that everything's lined up. So leaks on ground is permissible, that kind of stuff they're talking about. What really amazes me is actually the flight deck. If you look at it, it's all a conventional cockpit, which amazes like the speed. And this is like high tech back in the day, right? So now looking at the Caravan I'm having, it has a whole lot of more digital gauges and all that. This has literally nothing, even the clock. It's a simple analog stopwatch, and that's it. Right, let's go from left to right. See what we find here. Suit heat, face heat. So they're right, it's a bit of a spacesuit technology. But the interesting dials for me is the Mach increment. Look at that, Mach increase. Not quite sure why it has a left and right. I'm assuming it has something to do with the engines. And I'm trying to find a Mach gauge in here, which should definitely be in there somewhere. It has an angle of attack indicator. It's amazing. how, looking back from today, how primitive it is and what it's being able to achieve. It's super amazing.
You have me suicidal, suicidal, and you say it's over. Damn, all these beautiful girls, they only wanna do you dirt. They'll have you suicidal, suicidal, and they say it's over. See, it started at the park, used to chill after dark. Ooh, and you took my heart, that's when we fell apart. That's we both thought.
This basically is like a cool simulation of what the Mars rover is like and how you can actually control it from Earth. If you look in here on the right hand side, it will give you a replica of the Mars rover.
You're way too beautiful, girl. That's why it'll never work. You have me suicidal, suicidal, and you say it's over. Damn, all these beautiful girls.
So what you're seeing in the back is a replica of the German V2 rocket. Now that's a weapon, but what's important here is the amount of aerospace engineering they have included into it, or how it actually evolved or contributed towards modern history. What this really reminds me of is the rocket in Tintin. Didn't I tell you? That looks like the rocket from Tintin, right? It's phenomenal what they got in here. These are like the engineerly, like the rough work, the math work they've done, the Germans have done in designing the V2. I'm not quite sure how they found it, but it's amazing. It's phenomenal. Well, I'm sure we all have heard stories about Laika at one point in our life, and this is just like a mock-up of the shuttle that Laika was sent into and what it actually looks like. Now, although I know about the story, what I did not know and I read and found out was the fact that Laika never returned back in space. So like the shuttle just kept orbiting and she died. So that's a bit sad, but it's put down really nicely, saying Laika will forever be remembered for the sacrifice she made to open heavens to human exploration. It's always something to learn. So this area right here puts down it quite neatly the space race between the Russians and the Americans, and it's really nicely laid out, like who was doing what and which time and everything. It's a must see. It's a must see. I'm not quite sure if you could say this, but that shuttle behind is the shuttle of Yuri Gagarin, the first man ever to go to space. That's from Russia. That's why you hear all the Russian music and everything. Beautifully set ambience. This right here is quite interesting, I find. It's a gyroscope, just like the ones we have in the aircraft, but the difference is the ones we got in the airplanes are earthbound and this one's spacebound, so they can find where Earth is. It's one of those things I learned in university, but this is the first time I got to see one. This right here is a fuel cell section of a Gemini spacecraft. Again, it's generally electric. It looks to me like an aircraft park, nothing much different that I can see, which is super amazing. So getting a bit outdoor here. So this right here is the same rocket we saw from outside, and it's a Titan II YLR87/AJ/7. Now, not that I know anything about rockets, it's just that it's here in the description. So beautiful, like they made it a part of the building, and also it's a prop that everybody can come and visit. Okay, And if you look in the staircases and everything, it's the same kind of setup they made, which you see in a rocket launch pad.
You're way too beautiful, girl. That's why it'll never work. You have me suicidal, suicidal. And you say it's over. Damn, all these beautiful girls, they only wanna do you dirt. They'll have you suicidal, suicidal. When they say it's
This right down here is the lunar module they used in the movie Apollo 13, I think. I'm not quite sure. So it's amazing.
you're way too beautiful, girl. That's why it'll never work. You have me suicidal, suicidal. And you say it's over.
See, that's what that is, that astronaut that's outside
Okay.
on that ladder.
Yes.
That ladder is that.
Oh, right.
See, that's what he's doing. He's pointing at the Earth.
Okay.
But that technically, you could put that astronaut right there, and that's what he'd be getting ready to walk up.
Okay, right. Thanks.
You're way too beautiful, girl. That's why it'll never work. You have me suicidal, suicidal. When you say
This right here is a space toilet. Much more complex than a, ordinary aircraft toilet, but very organized. Look at that. Every single thing is placarded, named, and everything's pretty organized. That right there is the food they had in space. Look at them. It says beef mayonnaise, chopped pork with egg, liver paste, rusky biscuits, chocolate. Amazing stuff. That's juice. Yummy. This right here is the famous moon rock.
over. See, it started at the park, used to chill after dark. Ooh, when you took my heart, that's when we fell apart. That's we both thought that love lasts forever, lasts forever. They say we too young to get ourselves sprung. Ooh, we didn't care. We made it very clear, and they also said that we couldn't last together, last together. See, it's very
Alright, I've been here for like 1.5 hours now. And it's definitely a great experience. You have to buy a ticket, but it's definitely worth it. There are also shows, which I don't quite understand. I believe it's like a movie kind of a thing, an experience. I just chose to go to the museum because that's the amount of time that I had. But I certainly enjoyed it. It's, if you are really, I'm not really a space guy, but I wouldn't mind learning about it. But if you're a space enthusiast, it's definitely a place for you to be in. I mean, you'll be spending much longer time than I spend in here. For me, it was like 1.5 hours, and you definitely do like 4 or 5 hours if you were real space enthusiast. And it's not quite easy capturing most of the stuff because the lighting and all that is not the best. But I hope I tried my best, and obviously I can't capture everything and give you the experience. It's just, my whole point is, it's just a recommendation that you should visit here if you're ever in Kansas or close by to Hutchinson.
when you took my heart, that's when we fell apart. That's we both thought that love lasts forever, lasts forever. They say we too young to get ourselves sprung. Oh, we didn't care. We made it very clear, and they also said that we.
That right there is a replica of a space shuttle. Love it. So after my museum experience, there's a really nice gift store I heard in here, so I'm gonna check it out.
suicidal when you say it's over. Damn, all these beautiful girls, they only wanna do you dirt. They'll have you suicidal, suicidal when they say it's over. See, it started at the bar, used to chill after dark. Ooh, and you took my heart.
So I just realized that they've got a simulator for the SR-71. So you know how much I love the SR-71, so I'm definitely gonna try on it. Already got the ticket. Well, that was a little bit embarrassing and disappointing. All this time I was thinking it was the SR-71 simulator, but turns out it's just a spacecraft. It's like a imaginary simulation, but I had fun. Try to upload that one, so
Hope you enjoyed flying with us today.